Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to do my budget closeout in EveryDollar for the month of March. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope you all are having a super fantastic Sunday. I know I'm not on the video. Once again, I cannot. I cannot connect to my Wi-Fi, so they're sending me another modem, and I'm like, what's up, the one you just sent me? But that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget to do my content, just because I'm getting sidelined with technical issues. So let's hop on over to the month of April. I know we're on March right now, but let's go over to April and create a copy of March's budget for April. So that way I'll have that already done. We'll come back at the very end and take care of updating this so that it matches April's budget. And I guess you guys get to see what it looks like without my big head over in this area right here. Um, the first thing we need to do is let's get down into these transactions. Let's see. I got my income already classified. I try to put extra income lines in here because I'm like, oh, I get tired. My salary stays the same. It's not going to change. So my cash envelope savings, I need to drag and drop that. That was $80 for the month of March. I saved that from February into March. My son paid $150 for his portion of the rent. And I had one more paycheck for $28.33 on the 15th. Did I put that in the right bucket? Nope. Sometimes I drag and drop and put them in the wrong slots. It's real easy to fix. Just click on that. And so that tells you where it's at. And I'm going to put that on my job. And now it moves it up here. So now total income was $58.96. Get out of the way. We don't want to do any of that. And so let's see. And I had just clicked anywhere on the screen so I can get back to this screen here where I can see my summary, because sometimes I get asked about my savings, so I keep track of how much of my income goes to saving. In EveryDollar, they actually have that in here, and I'm not going to use this just yet. So it looks like I was projected to be about 42%, but I like to wait until after the month is over to see where I actually was. So let's get down into, I think I did have some sinking funds that I actually used in the month of March. I used my clothing sinking fund. I spent 101.22. Where's the clothing? Right here. So I about spent all that up. And then my household savings, I had went to Home Depot and got some stuff for the yard. I went back this month and picked up some more stuff for the yard. I've already treated it for the grubs, and so now today we treated it for, like to kill the weeds and stuff like that. And so then on Tuesday we're going back out there to kind of put some seeds out. I think it's going to rain Wednesday, I believe. So we look at the clothing sinking fund, we'll see I only have like $73 there. And we look at the household sinking fund, I have $558.98 there. Okay. Let's get down into my housing. And so my rent was $17.86. So you're going to see that go up. I signed a new lease. Y'all remember the whole fiasco with my sons not signing the lease themselves. One had to be released from the lease because he doesn't live here. And my oldest needed to sign, and neither one of them paid me a lick attention. Neither one. I'm getting better. I'm not mad, but I still am disappointed that they never listen. I say they never listen. That's just kind of harsh, ain't it? 117.72. And so we see that now I have 1605 left to budget as I go through things, but that's not set in stone because I get to spending, and so I gotta pay my portion of the cell phone bill. So in the March, I still paid about. It wasn't the same. It wasn't a significant drop with dropping my youngest son's phone off my plan. So I need to go and look on their site and see what I need to do to kind of get a new plan, all that other stuff, because now I'm down to two devices. My stuff is still the same old cell service thing that I came under them with from Sprint. So MLGW, I paid 174 instead of 275. So 174. Let's close that out. And so that is all of the housing. But yeah, my rent should go up to like about close to, see, the 18, 19. It's going to get up there. I know I told my sons that he was going to, my oldest, so he was going to pay a little bit more because of it. But I just feel really bad doing that, because I make so much more than he does. So, but I gotta stick to it. So I need them to be paying attention sometimes. All right, so I think I grabbed all of the gas for the car transaction. So it looks like I only spent 81.86 out of 200. So I'm gonna shift this down. Yeah, and so that's why I use EveryDollar. It just does math better than me. And so now I have 239.20 left to budget. So let's go down to my cash envelope area. And so these are the areas where I typically like to overspend. And so I need to pull out my planner because it was on my desk and I got real smart and put it up. And let's see how I did all this. Let's see. I probably need to look at paycheck number 1 to make sure. Sorry, y'all. I had this right by the mic. And I know I sound very, very groggy, but I was outside cutting grass and we were out there. Oh, you can put like check numbers and notes in here. That's why I did that. But yeah, so if you ever want to see that, and it's been a while since I paid with a check, but yeah, I used to use it at first. So groceries. The next one is going to be my dining out. And then I killed a baby snake with the weed eater. I didn't see the snake, I'll be honest. I didn't see him until he hit the curb. I was like, oh, lovely. But I saw a gecko and a toad out there chilling near my patio. So I didn't do anything to them. I was able to kind of, see them and not hit them. But yeah, I didn't see the poor little snake. I know he was like belly up, and I was thinking, oh, maybe he was dead. And then I was thinking, like, where are all these dead snakes coming from? Because I saw 3. I think it was fall when it got cold last year. But then when I went back, he had flipped over and he was moving, and I'm like, oh, he's still alive. So I went inside and got my son so he can see the baby snake. And then later he went over and he said, I think he's gone. I'm like, oh, didn't mean to do that. But I didn't see him in the grass. All righty. So now we're down to the 15th of March. And so I have some transactions here. I need to drop into my boy's savings. That's like an automatic transaction that automatically comes out of my my check. So before I even get my check, they get their savings. Not a lot, but it's enough to pay for gas for the car. So March 31st, this is my first paycheck for the month of April. So I am done with everything that was for April. Not April, for March. Words. And so I didn't give myself $60 for restaurants. I had thought I would. I went with 20 instead. And let's look at the rest of them. I like to make sure my plan is spent once I get to the end of the month. I like to make sure that they match. So this why I get to see what I have left to budget, and so I know what I can add to my savings. And I hope that makes sense. I don't like to I I don't do well with the concept of like hidden money, because my brain will focus on it because it's like, oh, it's not hidden, it's right here. I don't know why. And then I'll come up with excuses on why to spend it, because, and I think it's because it doesn't, in my brain, it has no assignment. It's just some extra money I got out there. And so it just doesn't work for me. It works for some people, and I've seen it on YouTube. It's just never worked for me. And so I've just learned, like a lot of people will tell you, always do what's best for you, because it's very, very difficult to execute on budgets that are made for other people. I just want to make sure I got these savings right, because I had 818 going into my emergency fund. So I can get to add 280.66, but that's only if I got all of these. Everything is accounted for here. So that was 160 in the Christmas and gifts, subscriptions 40, clothing 10, car maintenance, where are you? Right here, 100. Insurance is 130. Household is I have 80 here, but on paper I budgeted 100. There we go. And electronics is 50. So I'm up to 846 for a new cell phone. I need a new laptop too. Oh, I haven't been paying attention. I got real scared all of a sudden. I was like, oh snap. I forgot I'm not connected to my Wi-Fi. So I'm going to add 260.66. All right, 260.66 plus 818. And so I was able to put $1,078.66 to my emergency fund. So I'll get that moved. I'm going to say today, but today is Saturday. So I'll just kind of set up the transaction. It's Saturday for me, but it's Sunday for you. Oh, a happy Easter if you celebrate. I'm always kind of leery on what to say around holidays. But yeah, I'll get that scheduled so that way that money is moved out of my primary checking account over to the credit union. And so now we see March is an EveryDollar budget. So we're going to hop over to April really, really quickly. Really quickly. All right, and I'm gonna look at my monthly budget. I really need to come in here earlier and set this up, because that's really how the flow should work. Not sure why I changed it. So for cash envelopes, savings, I had that written down. Maybe I didn't write it down. The lies I tell. Let's see if I put it in here. Because it would have been April 1st. Okay, 130 is what I'll be getting for my cash envelopes as part of the savings. And so that just kind of offsets what I have to take out the bank for my cash envelopes. And as I keep continuing to do my savings challenges, I'm going to have to start taking some of that cash envelope savings and putting it into that little cushion, because I don't have, like, when I tell y'all know how it is. If you are salary, I don't need to say it. There's nothing extra. 1006. So the way that I put money aside for that is by saving from the cash envelopes, putting it into that little bucket. Then I get to earn it towards some reward that I'm saving for. So like with the weight loss, it was $10 per pound. Christmas and gifts was 160, subscriptions 40, clothing is I'm upping it to 30 because I ain't got no money. And medical is what? Oh, I'm not doing anything for medical because I have that field already. And car maintenance is 100. My insurance was 130. Household, I have $42. I'm gonna need to put some money in here because y'all I spent 205 in Lowe's. Had to get a shovel. Electronics is 50. And I can't remember how much that shovel costs. Yeah, it wasn't that high. It was like 30 something dollars. Just one of the treatments for the yard was like 60, $70. But I've noticed that there's no tunneling out there. So I'm gonna change my taxes to 500. No tunneling from the moles doing their strange little thing. And that's because I took care of the grubs. So they, kind of keep them, they don't have anything to eat. That's what I'm trying to say. Words are failing me now. I'm starting to get really, really comfortable. I'm sitting on a heating pad too because my back is about to start hurting. I've been doing the most today. All right, so gas for my car is still 200. My groceries is going to go up to 750. And dining out, I had budgeted $20, but I know I didn't give myself anything for that. I will deal with this at the end of the month, but I don't like doing that. Household is $80, and my personal money, I'm scheduled to get $80, and then my son's 120. That's like standard. And so I have 130 left to budget. What did I leave off? Okay, 6. I said real quick, didn't I? I said real quick. I be lying, y'all. Let's make sure. You know what? Because I put the cash envelopes in there. That's why it's that. So I'm gonna put that 130 with my taxes. And so hopefully by the end of the month, I don't know what the ransom is, how much I have to pay. I kind of feel like I'm still maybe under budget. So you can see in my sinking fund, I'll have 1630. So I think I'm still going to need extra, but we'll see. We'll see. We know I owe. I owe. I owe. It's off to work I go. I wish I could whistle right now, but you guys, that is it. That is all. Oh, I'm a lie. Let me go back to March and show you what my savings were. So for the month of March, I saved 27.66. Come on, Tracy, wake up. 46% of my income went to savings in March. And I have to remember how much I was putting into my emergency fund because I got to put a post on Instagram. And then for April, my savings is a lot less. I believe it's 21.88, so about 37% of my income going to savings. So which is pretty good, which is really, I'm not too sad about that. I'll take it. I'll take whatever at this point because I got to pay taxes. So that is what it is. You guys have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate. If that's not what your thing, just let me know in the comment section below. But you guys have a super fantastic Sunday. And I'll talk to you guys again on Monday when we do my grocery haul for the first week of April. Bye, y'all.